right to the air is Rodgers.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. On second down, it's Jones. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 14 yards, good for a Packer first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
A solid run on first down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
The Packers had 0-3 here to begin the campaign. Yeah, you hate to have to say it this early in the season, but getting close to must-win time, is it not?
And I totally understand why you expressed it that way, because it's so early in the season, it feels like hyperbole. But I think you are spot on this one. Yes, there's still time to turn things around, but they've got to start to win right now if they have any hopes of trying to make the playoffs.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. Give him 6 yards in the first down.
They did tell us they wanted to establish the ground game early, didn't they?
They did, and a small sample size that we've seen so far, but pretty good return.
Yeah, you got to like that. They've strung together a couple of first downs, established what they wanted, the running game. And guess what? They also got their lead guy running it pretty well, too.
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones.
Down to about the 45.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on second down.
From the 45 on second down, Rodgers. He has it complete to Christian Watson. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
This will be play number 8 of the opening drive. It's 3rd and short. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. Give him 2 on the play there. And that leads to a Green Bay first. Rodgers going to throw.
A throw complete to the tight end, Tunyon. And he'll be brought down at the 27.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
An inside give to Jones. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks. You were telling me this yesterday. It's exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation we were talking about where one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly, it's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
Kyle Duggar up to make the tackle.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Rodgers.
Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off by Juwan Bentley. And the Pats are going to get the football here as they force the INT on the game's opening drive.
They're trying to resurrect his confidence. Last week was a disaster. 5 interceptions in that loss, and another pick there.
I played with a quarterback like this before, and he had a tough game, and the head coach said, I'll take him, I'll fix him. The very next game, he started out the exact same way. The head coach turned to the offense coordinator and said, he's yours from now on. Someone has to take responsibility and work with him and try and get him settled.
From the 17, Jones.
He'll dump this down to Stevenson.
And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? Second and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
Stevenson now on 1st and 10.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him. Not too many more ideal situations in 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
Now Jones. Open man is Kendrick Bourne. And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Slot man moves right. Throwing, Jones.
And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Jones, throw left side, complete. That's Stevenson.
And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. Off play action. Jones.
Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down.
Coverage was awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
Complete, they cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Patriots come up empty on 4th down, and the Packers D comes up with a big stop. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run. But for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave them with a 3rd and about 5.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Marching in for the sack, Matthew Judon.
A move to New England from Baltimore suited Matthew Judon nicely with 12.5 sacks in his first year of a new 4-year contract with the Patriots. That was a new career high for him, 7th in the NFL, and the most for a Patriot since 2015.
That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time, and the Patriots take over. The Pats at the line, ready to go.
They've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on 4th down, didn't convert, probably left a bitter taste in their mouths.
I would say so, and I think that they go out in this series determined for that not to happen again. In fact, they don't even want to get to a 4th down opportunity. They just want to make sure they get it done within the parameters that they've set for themselves. Run their offense, get it into the end zone. Yeah, I think a little bit of determination and a dash of anger.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough and run supported. I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
A wide receiver carry for Parker. They find some open field here. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards.
This is one of those plays that has an equal chance of either being a big gain or a big loss, but with the college influence, we're seeing more of these plays come into the NFL.
A give for Stevenson, running right, and able to get this to the 31.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
He'll find Aguara complete. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a 1st down.
On 1st and 10, Jones. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Well, it looked like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high-percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
Jones throw here taken in by Parker.
And he's going to have a gain of 11 to the 11 before he's brought down. 1st and 10.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. Damian Harris, his first touchdown on the year.
And the Patriots post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter.
The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board.
Fields it right around the goal line.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
Meanwhile, Rodgers' throw brought in by Watson.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. On 1st down, Rodgers.
Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
The quarterback got away with one there. Looked like he was in line for a pick, but instead it's knocked harmlessly to the turf.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now a handoff. Running left is Jones. And he'll get it out to midfield. Let's say, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
That was a good run, probably right on the edge of breaking into something really big. So the defensive guys right now are talking about, okay, what can we do to slow him down before he truly gets...
Jones hit and the ball's out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. Can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone carrying around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Patriots will take over here at their own 12-yard line.
You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right?
Well, I certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. It'll be a Patriot first down on a pickup of 16. Operating from the gun, Jones looks for Parker, and it's intercepted. Jonathan Abram picks it, and the Packers are going to take possession of the football. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
That's tremendous field position that they were given following the turnover, but they've still got work to do to get to field goal range, and the coverage we're seeing isn't going to make it easy.
On 2nd and 10, Rodgers. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. To throw is Rodgers. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the 2nd quarter. A final shot before half for Rodgers.
He's going to launch this deep for Watson.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So we've reached halftime with just the lone touchdown here. 7-0 is our score. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the 2nd half.
This fielded right at the goal line. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Their defense has pitched the shutout. Now they probably need to deliver a little breathing room, maybe make it a 2-score game as they've got it 1st and 10. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
The throw here caught by Devontae Parker. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
They'll try the left side with Stevenson.
And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
There's so many definitions of a complete back. I think most people think a guy who can block, a guy who can catch, and a guy who can run. But how about when you put it all together as a runner and you can fake people out, you can be shifty, and also run with some power and break tackles, as we just saw on that pickup.
And no room that time, getting it to about the 46.
Haven't been a defensive coordinator yet. The thing 2nd and 2 is a fun situation to try and defend. The playbook is wide open for an offense, partner.
Nice job holding to 1 after that 8-yard pickup on 1st down.
They'll go with a touch pass here, trying to pick it up. And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line.
14 yards is the pickup there on a New England 1st down.
Just a simple tap pass, but it pays off in a big way.
And sometimes the simple stuff causes the most problems for a defense because there's a breakdown in communication there. When that receiver goes behind the line of scrimmage and it looks like he's going in motion, someone either has to go with him or he has to be passed off to another defender. Somehow they didn't get that communicated well, and it turned into a nice play.
That was all Preston Smith. Navigating into the backfield, he gets the tackle for loss. They'll have to deal with a 2nd and 14 now after the loss. Now they'll throw here out of the gun.
That'll be complete to Stevenson. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. Operating from the gun, Jones. He's got his man. It's Kendrick Bourne.
And he will have a Patriots 1st down. They needed 5 there on 3rd down. He winds up getting 7.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the 1st down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
And they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up.
So it's the big left tackle who gets tagged with a hold.
And sometimes you're actually executing the block well, and he starts to slip off of you, and instinctively you reach out and grab him. And when it's done like that, it's often seen by the official and called.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Well, those two have hooked up for a touchdown once already in this game, that time unable to find the completion.
Yeah, it just appeared they wanted to get him out into open space and try and get him the football. As you mentioned, unable to connect.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Off the play fake. Jones trying to lay one up deep.
And this one incomplete. Oh, he couldn't hang on to it in the end zone, and that's one that'll haunt you. And now it brings up 3rd down.
We saw this a lot in the 1st half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
And he missed it. He missed it just wide of that left upright. It's no good. And this will remain a 1-touchdown game. Well, close game, 2nd half. You obviously hate to leave 3 out on the field.
Especially in a game like this when you know points are hard to come by. That was one of their best opportunities so far, and they come away with nothing.
And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line.
73 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Here's Jones again on 2nd down.
And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground. honed in on it and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Rodgers looking to throw on 3rd and 2.
And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up.
Here's Pat O'Donnell now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Here's Jones. 35 yards that time on the punt. And take over. The Pats at the line, ready to go.
And the way their last drive ended, boy, it was frustrating. They had a pretty good drive going. It was sustained, and then it stalled out, Charles, and they missed the field goal and got nothing out of it.
Is that insult to injury? Because they had such a sustained drive, as you noted. So you know for the head coach, it almost felt like a little bit of failure to send down the field goal unit. And then now you can see the ball go through the post. What a bummer on that last drive for them. Got to pick themselves up from that one.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Patriot 1st down.
Up the middle, here's Stevenson. And the defense closes quickly there. He'll get maybe a yard to the 33.
Kenny Clark in on the stop. 1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 33-yard line.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third.
Ball at the 33, 2nd and 9. He pitches it out to Stevenson. And he'll push ahead for about 3 to the 36.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety and being able to hit people with the run and the pass. But in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They're all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU most valuable. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick.
And the Packers are going to take possession of the football.
Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm. Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in 2nd and long yardage.
This is caught. It's Christian Watson. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Up the middle, Jones. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers.
Aaron Jones, his first rushing touchdown on the year. And the Packers are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. We are set up for a fantastic finish now. A 4th quarter touchdown here. We're an extra point away from a tie football game.
And I know they're thinking about possibly going for 2, but I'd go ahead and kick this one and just get it back to level.
This taken in at the goal line. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go.
I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, it's very close, one-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping to you on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. Because if there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
Back to Stevenson on 1st down. To the 43, 2nd down.
The defense thought they had that play covered, but it still got driven backward by those blockers. Those types of plays are a key part of any team's offensive game plan. And it all starts up front in the trenches.
On 2nd down, this is Harris. And he'll be stopped at the 46, gain of 3.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
New England on third down. 2 for 5 to this point. This time it's 3rd and 3. Off play action. Jones going deep here for Parker. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
It wasn't 3rd and long. It was more like 3rd and attainable, and oftentimes offense just want to run enough to pick up a first down. But I think they wanted a break tendency there. Catch the defense plan for the short pass and push it downfield, and they almost collected a big play.
They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead. A nice run there by Jones on 1st down as he'll wind up getting about 5. So 2nd and 5 coming up.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage. That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. Rodgers going to try and throw on 3rd down. He finds Watson complete. And he's going to have a Packers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. The give is to Jones. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Second down, another shot for Jones. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. After a gain of 5, they'll wind up being about a length of the football short here on 3rd down.
Short gain, last 2 plays. Who do you think's excited about that?
Absolutely, this defense, they're saying go right ahead with those. On 3rd down, here's Jones. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 121 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. Probably had 60,000 thinking pass right there, including us in the booth.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That was a big call, big guts on that one. And guess what? That run, it'll pay dividends.
Dillon now on 1st and 10. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They run once more with Dillon. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down. Rodgers going to give this one to Dillon. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. 2nd and 4. Running right, Jones. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. And they get the timeout called here. It comes with 1 second remaining on the clock.
Well, they've had success on the ground on this drive, and that makes the defense more likely to overcommit to stop the run as they did on that play. But keep in mind, it makes them susceptible to play-action passes as well.
So the game here hangs on the right foot of Mason Crosby. Footing obviously an issue in the driving rain. This one for the win.
And no, wide left. It's no good.